Well, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I wish to welcome Senator Baucus and also want to welcome Jim Magagna from the Wyoming Stock Growers Association. There are 3 bills related to Wyoming included in this hearing. I wish to address S. 1129, the Grazing Improvement Act of 2011, S. 2015, the Powell Shooting Range Land Conveyance Act, and S. 1906, the Cabin Fee Act of 2011. Livestock grazing on public lands is a strong tradition in Wyoming and the West. Ranchers are proud and responsible environmental stewards of the land. Yet ranchers face too much uncertainty surrounding their grazing permits. Hard-working ranching families are routinely attacked by extreme anti-grazing and pro-litigation groups. Uncertainty and litigation undermine all businesses, and it is especially true for rural ranching communities. These family ranches in many communities across the West are the driving force of rural economies. That's why I introduced the Grazing Improvement Act of 2011. This is an act that is needed by livestock grazing permit holders and the federal land management agencies themselves. Additionally, for over a decade, agencies have relied on year-to-year appropriation rider language to reissue grazing permits. My bill codifies this important language. The BLM and Forest Service simply cannot keep up with the required NEPA analysis due to limited funding and a backlog of lawsuits by the anti-grazing pro-litigation groups. This bill provides the respective secretaries with the needed flexibility when reissuing grazing permits. Such reforms will provide greater certainty and stability to the livestock grazing community, the rural economies, and wildlife they support, and our federal land agencies. Additionally, I'm pleased the committee is considering S. 2015, a bill Senator Enzi introduced and I have co-sponsored. This legislation would convey land currently used as a shooting range to the Powell Recreation District in the state of Wyoming. The land has been used as a public recreational shooting complex since 1980. Once conveyed, it will continue to operate as a public shooting range. The Powell Recreation District has been working to obtain this land since 2005, but has been unable to make progress due to questions of ownership. Senator Enzi and I looked at every option. We believe the most appropriate option for moving forward is passage of S. 2015. I hope the Department will agree with that assessment. Finally, I want to say a word about S. 1906, the Cabin User Fee Act of 2011. This is the second time Congress has been asked to modify the Forest Service Cabin User Fee law. The Cabin User Fee Fairness Act of 2000 has proven unworkable and has resulted in excessive fees for cabin owners. I know my colleagues from Oregon, California, Washington, and other states have heard from cabin owners who lease federal Forest Service land for their cabins. Unless changes are made to the 2000 fee structure, a good number of these folks will lose their cabins. I want to thank our witnesses, appreciate their testimony, and look forward to working with my colleagues to move these important pieces of legislation forward.